This is AdrienneO, and you're listening to the Literati Records podcast.
This is a crazy love we feel. To us new colors are revealed. On the shore between the flames, blurry, surreal, forgetting names. It's all impossible, I knew. All these things that we do, off balance in a fearless kiss. We hope it always feels like this. We break the rules without repent. We worry not where hours went. We hold hands in beds of trust. We live by chance, we live by luck. Our secrets glitter sharp like chrome, and we still take the long way home. And though we fly from yesterday, we know we'll never lose the way. Loud as pain, off balance in a fearless kiss. We hope it always feels like this. We know our era, it may close, but we'll stay pure like midnight snow. We'll always float untouched above. We'll always fall this deep in love. It's all impossible, I knew. All these things that we do, off balance in a fearless kiss. We hope it always feels like this, but now the rules, they don't apply. Yes, two and two still make a five. We don't have to measure time, 'cause two and two still make a five. 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 2 and 2 still make a five.
Welcome to episode 105 of the Literati Records podcast. I'm your host Marcus, and I want to apologize for the short intro today, but I'm feeling a touch under the weather and battling a bit of a cold. But we still have a great show for you today as I catch up with our guest Adrienne Osborne of the band AdrienneO. A couple gig announcements to relay, and then on to our interview. Talk All Night takes the stage at High Dive tonight, Friday, November 8th, with distant correspondent and Mark Malman. On Saturday, November 9th, Inner Oceans will be releasing their new EP at High Dive with Lake Mary. And on Sunday night, November 10th, Cloudcatcher will be killing it at Larimer Lounge. All of the music on today's show is from the AdrienneO EP, Superchromatic, which is available on their Bandcamp page. For a complete track listing of this episode, visit our website at www.literatirecords.com. Now, enjoy getting to know AdrienneO. I'm down here at the Walnut Room with Adrienne Osborne, lead singer and bassist and driving force behind the band AdrienneO. Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me on.
Can we go ahead and get names and instruments of the other members of the band?
Sure, yeah, this will be pretty quick. I mean, we have Craig DeLeon on drums and Jay Layton Long, he's going by Jay Layton Long, or his name is Justin, on guitar. And then me, Adrienne Osborne, on vocals and bass.
Cool. How long have you guys been together?
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too long.
Can you give us a brief history of kind of how you formed and started playing as AdrienneO?
Yeah, well, I met Justin through a cover band that we are still both in for a little while longer. And we kind of hit it off. The song 2 and 2, which we're doing a music video debut of tonight, was the song that I played for him that apparently made him decide to join the band and, you know, be interested in working with me. So we started something, and then we had a different band member for a little while, but now we have Craig, who we found on Craigslist. I mean, everybody finds people on Craigslist,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, we've really enjoyed playing your 2 and 2 single on our local Mix Monday show. Could you give us a little background on the video?
Yeah, I feel really lucky with this video. We worked with Perplexity Pictures, who's actually going to be videotaping the show live tonight as well. So we're going to have more videos, live videos coming out after this. So George VK, I'm not sure I can say his last name, Kotelnikov maybe, and
Sounds
the rest
good.
of the crew at Perplexity Pictures. I got hooked up with them through Andy Rock of Bop Schism. It was a really quick process, actually. I mean, I almost kind of started to flip out a little bit before we had the weekend of shooting, because little did I know George was doing everything behind the scenes without me, like, knowing all the details, which is wonderful. But we were like a week out, and I'm like, I haven't heard anything. I don't know. Do we have cast actors? Do we have like locations?
Right.
And everything was so professional and so set up. So it was all shot in one weekend, which was just 2 weeks ago, I think. No, it's maybe 3 weeks ago now. And part of it was shot here at the Walnut Room, the live concert footage. Part of it was shot at Sloan's Lake, near where I live, and some other places too. Oh, we hiked up to the top of North Table Mountain.
Oh, wow.
In Golden.
Yeah.
Kind of dropped that surprise on the guys. Oh, by the way, yeah, we've been shooting all day, and now you need to pack up your drum kit, and we're going to meet in Golden, and you're going to hike the whole drum kit up the mountain.
Nice.
But it's worth it. The shots at the end of the video are so cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I first saw you at the 2013 UMS. It's one of my most pleasant surprises of this year's UMS.
That makes me so happy.
Was this your first year playing the show?
Oh, yes. I think we only had 2 shows last year. One in July, one in November. And we had a lineup change. And so this 2013 is our first year of really playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty high-profile gig for like your first gig out with the new lineup, or second gig out with the new lineup?
I think it was maybe the 6th or 7th
Oh,
out
that's
with the new lineup. We played all summer, so yeah.
Well, what has been the biggest challenge in getting your music out to a wider audience?
I mean, the same as everyone, really, is that there's little attention span, and there's so much content of all sorts. There's just so much more to watch and so much more to read than anyone has time for. So, that's the challenge. But I think we're on the right track. You know, like, you're on the right track when the wind feels like it's at your back. We tend to have a couple of new, like, rabid fans at every show. People who come up to me and can't stop talking. Like, oh my God, like, who are you guys? Like, whoa, you know,
the super fans.
Super fans,
yeah.
Exactly. And besides the super fans, we get a really high number of people signing up on our email list at shows, like the Taste of Colorado on September 2nd. We played first on Labor Day morning, so not like the most high-profile slot. But we got 2 entire pages of email signups. And
Cool.
I got, a Facebook post from someone who said, I just was walking in to go to Taste of Colorado, and I stopped and heard some music and thought I would stay for a song. And I ended up staying for the whole set. So I feel like whatever we're doing, there's something right about it. I'm never satisfied, and we have a long way to go from here to where the vision takes us. But I feel like when we do get a moment of someone's attention, it's sticking.
I can attest to that. I was walking by Esslinger's studio at UMS, and thought, oh, well, that sounds pretty good.
Cool.
Let's check this out. So,
Cool.
Glad I stopped.
So am I.
Well, does social media play a large role in you getting your music out?
It's
kind of a two-edged sword for a lot of people.
I really don't know. I mean, I'm doing things you're supposed to do, but I don't know whether everyone is so oversaturated at this point that it's just a big, mess of people promoting themselves. So I've really been thinking a lot about that. I'm not going to stop doing the social media stuff because I think that there are some people who are active enough and listening enough on Facebook and Twitter and various other channels that it benefits us to some extent. But I'm starting to see that our demographic, the people who like us, they're not like the hipsters of Denver. They're a little bit older demographic, and they're not necessarily people who go out or who are on the computer all the time doing social media. Like people in their 30s, and I'm 40, but people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like my mom is, she uses a computer, but yeah. So I'm really torn about social media. I don't know what kind of role it's playing.
It's a good answer. It's an honest answer.
Yeah.
Well, who are some other local artists that you think our listeners should check out? Some of your favorites, whether it be to listen to or play with.
Roni is one of my favorites. She was on the same podcast. Yeah.
She's really good.
I love her. Erin Jo Harris, I think, has she returned from her tour? She was Bob Schism's previous singer.
Okay.
She's doing her own thing now. I'm a big fan of hers. And she just released a single. Flashbulb Fires. I really liked the UMS. I mean, I've always been a fan of Bob Schism, too. So, you've got to say Bob Schism. Love Bob Schism. And local, I mean, this is international now, but, I mean, you might have noticed that we say we're Florence and the Machine meets OneRepublic. Love OneRepublic.
Well, didn't they actually kind of get their start in Colorado Springs?
Exactly. That's why I say they're national now, but they're Colorado start.
Yep.
So, yeah, I've been shamelessly ripping off Ryan Tedder's songwriting lately, so that I can write songs more like him.
You can do worse, man. There's way worse people you can rip off. That's not a bad one to go after.
It's been a long time since I've had music I could not play often enough or loud enough. And the Native album by OneRepublic is that album for me. Play us the loud it hurts, please. I love it, and I have to listen to it over and over again.
That's very cool. You never stop being a fan. I mean, that's stuff that you like. That's cool. Well, what song off Superchromatic should we close this interview with?
Well, let's see. I would say 2 and 2, but you've already included that in a podcast, so I'm going to say Innocence.
Innocence?
Yeah.
Innocence it is.
Thank you.
Thanks for meeting up with us, Adrienne. You have a wonderful show tonight, and I got to tell anybody out there listening, get down and see an AdrienneO show. You will not be disappointed.
Thank you so much.
Have a great show.
Thanks.
Boys playing war with little green plastic toys, calling names and taking sides, taking double dog dares for the skateboard rides, banged up knees from playing hard, fighting for turf in the recess yard. Summer spent licking up ice cream melt, now feeling some things they never felt. Take my hand, let's chase the sun. Innocence is on the run. Wishing we would grow up. Barbie dolls, thinking their legs should be so long, trading stickers, taking sides, unicorns, horses, pony rides, slumber party, sneaky boys, out on the hunt for some newer toys, bedroom closet, bottle spin, flip the light out, baby, and lock them in. Take my hand, let's chase the sun. Innocence is on the run. Wishing we would grow up fast. Now there is no turning back. 2 a.m. Another fight to try to get to sleep tonight. My neighbors party on the lawn until the break of dawn. You know it's louder, the voices in my head, what you did and what I said. Sometimes I just can't let go, but this drama's getting old. Headphones scream, cell phones ring, and traffic white noise seeps between. And underneath our heartbeats pound, it all makes up the sound. The sound, the sound, the sound of being alive. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. The sound, the sound, the sound of being alive. I drive up high above the city night. I feel so small seeing all those lights, and when the speakers start to roar, I feel it and I want more. Bass and drums echo off the tall red rocks while airwaves trade a million thoughts and a million songs light up the wires. It's the sound of being alive. The sound, the sound, the sound of being alive. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. The sound, the sound, the sound of being alive. Some say you live just once and then forever gone. Some say as long as someone says your name, you still live on.